Hello, this is a video on how to complete and submit a transmittal memo. A transmittal memo is a form that accompanies your payment to the National Board and lets us know how you want that money to be distributed among candidates. You can first find a copy of the transmittal memo under the third-party payer resources page, under how to submit payment, or under other resources. Now, let's open the transmittal memo. It will ask you for your name, email address, phone number, and address. The address should be where your office is located at. This information should always be the primary contacts, even if you are a financial team member helping to fill it out. In the next section, you have the third-party payer ID, and please fill it in if you have it with you. If not, you can leave it blank, and our financial team will fill it in for you. The next field is the transmittal, check, or PO number. A check or PO number may not be applicable if you want to use funds from your escrow account. In this case, just write the word escrow. If you are unsure of the check number or PO order number, it is okay to leave it blank and our financial team will fill it in. But if you do have the PO or check number, please fill it in. The next tab is the third-party payer name. The name should be that of the paying entity. For example, a school might fill out the transmittal memo, but the check comes from the district. Therefore, write in the district name where the check is coming from. The same goes for the next tab asking for the third-party payer address. If you are working from your office, but the check is coming from another location, please type in the address where the check is coming from. The section on the right, you will leave blank for the National Board to fill in. Now we are ready to start inputting the candidate names we're going to fund in this section. Under column A, B, and C, type in the candidate information, candidate ID, first name, and last name. Under column D, you will write in the amount per component, meaning the amount you wish to pay for each individual component. Under column E, you will type in the total funded per candidate, meaning the total amount of dollars you intend on sending for the candidate. Under column F, you will select the component number you would like to fund the candidate for. And there are several options here. And you can use the scroll bar to go up and down. In column G, you will select the cycle year. Choose the current year unless you would like to fund the candidate for a future year. Usually selecting a future cycle happens towards the end of the current cycle, in January or February, when third-party payers have funded candidates from the current cycle and have available funds to fund candidates for the next year. Now let's say, for example, I would like to add Nancy Smith. So type in her information in columns A through C. If you are only submitting one component for her, you will submit the amount you want to fund her. Let's say $250 for that particular component. So under column D, you will type $250. Under total funded per candidate, you will also type $250. Select the component and the cycle year. If, however, you would like to fund her for two components, but the same amount, $250, then go ahead and type in $250 under amount per component in column D and $500 under total funded per candidate. And select the combination of components that you would like to fund Nancy for. Now let's say you would like to fund a candidate, Billy, for $600 total. You can choose to fund Billy for a full component for $475 and pay the difference for the next component, which is $125. So type in his information under columns A through C, and under amount per component, type in $400.75. Under total funded per candidate, type in $475 and choose the component being funded in the cycle year. Then under that row, type in Billy's information again in columns A through C, and under amount per component, type in $125. Under total funded per candidate, type in $125 and select the component being funded in the cycle year. It should be a different component from the first one you typed in. You can do this for other candidates if you're wanting to fund them for various components and different amounts. If you would like to fund a candidate, Edwards, for all 4 components and pay the full amount of $475 for each component, then type in $475 under the amount per component and $1,900 under total funded per candidate, along with a combination of component numbers 1 through 4. You also have the option to fund a candidate for their maintenance or certification. When you are done entering the names of the teachers you would like to fund, scroll to the bottom to make sure the amount is correct. As for the number of candidates, the sheet will count the rows entered, not specific candidates. For example, if you have the name Jim Smith filled out in 3 different rows, at the bottom it will say 3 candidates, not 1. So just be aware of that at the end. And the total funds are under column E at the bottom. Remember that the transmittal memo should be submitted with a form of payment. If you are submitting a PO as a form of payment, you can attach the transmittal memo and PO and send it through the third-party payer web form. There is a link at the bottom of the transmittal memo that takes you straight to the third-party payer web form. There, you can fill in your name, email address, subject, and a description. If you are submitting with escrow funds, please write a note when sending it through the third-party payer web form. If you have sent a check already, please note that on the web form as well. Just let us know the status of the payment so we can process the transmittal memo accordingly. If you would like to upload multiple documents to the web form, please follow the instructions at the bottom. We also have instructions on how to complete the transmittal memo in the first tab of the file. Well, this is the end of the video, and thank you so much for watching.